What's going on, guys? GMB back with another video. Shout out to all the new subscribers, man. I appreciate your support. Salute to all the grown men out there handling their motherfucking business. I hope you fellas are continuing to take care of yourself spiritually, mentally, physically, and financially. Check this out, fellas. I received a lot of the messages that you guys were sending me about the females who were in the restaurant twerking and the owner coming out and trying to chastise them about their behavior in his restaurant. And I guess some of y'all wanted me to speak on it. But for me, man, there's really no need to speak on shit like that because this shit is normal. This is normal strag behavior. This is nothing new. And you got a lot of people trying to justify their behavior and rationalize why they do that shit, and trying to say the music and all this. Look, man, I'm gonna tell you something. This is 99% of the black female. Okay, no doubt about it. If she is under the age of 35, under the age of 40 even, if she's 40 and below, her default setting is to twerk. Okay, the bitch can be happy, she's gonna twerk. She could be sad. Anytime she gets excited, anytime her emotions are stimulated some type of way, they're gonna do some stupid ass shit like that. These broads are the most hypersexual, over-sexualized women on the planet. And then they complain about being objectified. Man, it's rare that you see one of these modern liberal strags on any platform, social media, anywhere in public, that they're not showing their ass. Literally. Okay? These bras, this is what they do, man. They're gonna throw on a bunch of clown makeup. They're gonna put on Snapchat filters. They're gonna do everything they can to try to garner as much attention as possible. Okay? The thing is about it, man, I want you guys to understand that you need to focus on being the man that you're destined to be. Real men are at a premium, okay? They're rare. When you're talking about value and resources and shit, man, this is what most of these bras, nearly all of them, the vast majority of them, see you as a resource. These bras be thinking they're gonna reel in some top athlete or some corporate executive or some motherfucker making $150,000 a year, man, and that shit does not happen. But meanwhile, they're gonna be on the carousel. They're gonna be out here getting smashed, pumped and dumped, and a lot of you guys put yourself in a position to be used by these women. A bunch of leftovers. That's what it is, man. A lot of you guys, get in these relationships and you allow these bras to treat y'all like pets. I'm serious. Because you think the vag is currency. You think the vag holds value. You brothers should not be surprised at anything that these bras do these days. They actually put it out there for public display. You see the behavior. You see the Jezebel spirit running rampant and fluent throughout modern society. Feminism, if you know what I mean. Womanism. You can't say that word on YouTube anymore, but you know what I'm saying. That shit is rampant. The strong and independent don't need no man and all this other crap. That's because they see men as a disposable resource. It's all about what they can get out of you. Their behavior is completely uncontrolled, dysfunctional, and out of order. Many of them think because they have a college degree that it means that they're not hood rats. No, I'm going to tell you something. Most of them are. Even the education doesn't mean anything. The rat is still in there. Don't you know that? Fathers are being ripped away from their children because this MAGA wants to go out here and enjoy the carousel in her later years. There's nothing more disgusting and pathetic than some 35-year-old wench trying to get a body carved up to garner some attention from men again. You can't make this stuff up. You see it every day, man. And it's crazy because these old wenches that's past their prime still think they got it. You know? And when they look in the mirror, they still think, they still see something that they think men want. Yeah, a lot of these suckers gonna get in between them legs, but that's about it, darling. Nobody trying to commit to that. Not no man of value anyway. Because he sees you for what you are. Most of you are damaged goods. You've squandered your prime years. Squandered your more youthful, vibrant, beautiful years dealing with degenerate men. You understand what I'm saying? And then once they have used you up and wore you out, now you want to complain about men aren't protecting, men aren't providing. No, bitch, it was the men that you chose to lay with. It says a lot about you, quite frankly. Trash lays with trash. A lot of them like to have a level of control. This is why this type of information that I talk about is woman bashing, woman hating. No, bitch, if it don't apply, then you let it fly. You know it apply to you. That's why you get pissed off. Talk about somebody hate females. No, I don't hate females. I hate you hoes. You hoes are the scourge of the earth. You're destroying the next generation of productive, youth that we have. You make your son husbands by your default husband, creating more beta male simps out here that worship and idolize the vag, idol and worship the woman, does everything that they can to, kowtow to a female's needs, and then end up getting played and broken by you hoes. You raise your sons to be the same type of man that you won't even fuck with, that you play. So I'm starting to believe that you actually do this on purpose to, give more to the pool. So you'll never run out of simps to choose from. And you do this for your other strag friends, the next generation of strags. You understand what I'm saying? You raise your daughters to be whores just like you. Talking about strong and independent and don't need a man. Yeah. And then the son turn around and say he don't even want to be a man. Because of you. This is the truth. And when you say, well, what about the fathers? But you chose these men. You chose to get impregnated by these type of men that wasn't your husband. The men that weren't going to be there long term. And some of them, in some cases, they may have been. But you were influenced by your strag ass friends to be single and independent, so you could bar hop and be on the carousel. And then when you end up in misery and alone, now it's the men's fault. It boils back to a choice, but you broads can't hold yourself accountable for the decisions that you make.
I can keep, and I promised myself that I'd love.
There have been several men in and out of that cooch, man. You understand me? Yeah, some of them may look decent externally, but spiritually, internally, they're royally destroyed. They're damaged goods. That vag is worn out too. You know what I'm saying? Like old beat up roast beef sandwich. You feel me? These motherfuckers got, on the outside they may look like a Bugatti, but they have the engine of a 1987 Ford Tempo. You know what I'm saying? All those miles, all those bodies, man, and you go investing into it. And then you go to buying all types of expensive gifts and shit. You brothers, for some reason, Birkin bags and expensive purses and shit has become a trend that everyone's talking about. Buying expensive gifts and stuff in hopes to get some of that old cooch. You understand what I'm saying? Taking these broads on expensive dinner dates and stuff. Meanwhile, she taking the leftovers home to the motherfucker that's breaking her back. Dirty Dick Rodney coming through there with a grape swisher and a bottle of Hennessy. And that's all it take. He breaking her ass off and going on about his business. Sending the one-word text responses, if he responded to her at all. I've told you guys several times before, your woman crush Wednesday is somebody else's slut bucket Saturday. Do you feel me? And a lot of you guys think that vag holds power, man. And these broads, my birthday's coming up soon. I was thinking maybe, if you didn't mind, maybe I could, it's for this special occasion, I could get a little head. And this disrespectful, ungrateful witch tells you, you can suck your own dick, nigga. Sucking your dick. Meanwhile, for Dirty Dick Rodney, she's sucking a baseball through a water hose for him. He's taking her ass down through there. And several men have. Several men who haven't invested in a fraction of what you've been investing. So yeah, you think these bros out here on social media twerking it up, wearing these tight yoga pants and see-through shit, throwing on a bunch of clown makeup on Saturday night, spending hours on end getting themselves prepared to go out in the world and just have a few drinks and some hookah with their friends? No, she's fishing for more orbiters. She's finding ways to fuel that delusion that she's valuable, because these simps out here jumping down on a cold approaching her and all this other bullshit. Why? To get in them draws. And many of these chicks know what the end game is for most of you clowns. That's why a lot of them string you along to extract as much resources as they can without giving up that cooch. A lot of them will extort you for long periods of time just to, and then you still end up not getting the vag. A lot of you brothers are simply doing too much for a broad that ain't even worth 2 wooden nickels. You understand what I'm saying? Some of y'all do it for women that are completely low value. Single mothers with multiple kids by multiple men. A lot of them are fat and overweight. But just because they throw on a pair of tight pants and put on a girdle and that ass poking out a little bit, you jumping in head first. But once you start to peel back those layers, this is why a lot of them don't give you sex, because they know once you pull those clothes off, you're going to be disgusted. You're seeing all that ground beef fall everywhere. Yeah, hamburger meat. Yeah, that's what lies beneath. She's been on the carousel and she's worn out. And you're going to invest in that. You're going to commit to that with your relationship, your time, your efforts, your energy, your resources. You're a fool. That's what you are. That's the bottom line. But some of y'all just make these decisions dealing with these strags out of loneliness. And then you have a lot of them, you turn around and get played because you was doing too much. And she knew what your end game was. I tell you guys all the time, man, you gotta use that thing on your shoulders for more than a hat rack. You gotta start seeing people and things for what they are. You're afraid to be alone. So you'll deal with anybody just to say you got somebody. You have a scarcity mindset, and that makes you weak. Learn to have the ability to cut the cord on people and have a standard of not entertaining these type of females, man. They are for the highway. I've told you guys this, man. You have to make these broads earn their position, earn your validation, even earn your attention. This is what sets you apart. Don't waste your time dealing with these mackles, man. Anything worth having would be kept already. And many of these broads enjoy being out there on the carousel. And even when you come through and invest everything into them, they still gonna be out here getting a piece from multiple men. You're not gonna meet a single virtuous female, man. They all getting their back broken by someone. Someone is skeeting and spurting all in that thing, all in that face, everywhere. And you paying for her hairdo. You're paying her car note. You're paying her rent. Yeah, her cell phone bill. Yeah, you guys are still out here doing that. Why? Just because she's giving you some of that old beat up cooch? Man, stop it. Focus on yourself. And that's all I wanted to say in this video, guys. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Click that notification bell at the bottom and I'll holler at y'all later, man. Peace. I'm out of here.